It's always a great question because a lot of students go like, oh, like what do textbooks cost? And I'm like, well, it's like not every faculty member really relies on a textbook, right? I think there's certain concepts that you just can't get away from a textbook, aka like accounting. But I think there's other ways to really supplement and resource it. And so a lot of our faculty really do rely on up-to-date case studies, maybe some articles and other things like that. But I wouldn't say they're really relying so much on theory as much as bringing in companies to engage with them, especially if you're talking about the MBA side. They try and provide projects that you can bring back into your company. So they do try and personalize the degree so you can really see or understand that return on investment. Like you can see what you're learning and where to really apply it. And so no shortage of those opportunities. It's definitely a blend. I think you have faculty who need to rely on some of those core methods, especially if you didn't have them. But then you definitely have faculty who are able to bring in guest speakers or really talk about, what's going on in society and the shifts and what the economy could look like in 10 years if this stays, kind of studying all of that as well. And so I would not say anything is the same, but I would say more often than not, it's really applying it to a project so you can really see where in theory you can be applying this knowledge. Especially in our MBA programs, there's a way for certain courses to be able to tie a project back into their company if they're able to kind of be able to provide those resources, right? There's information that can't always be shared. Students would have the opportunity to collaborate with the faculty member and maybe develop something within their company or work on a project that their company needs and bring it back into that company just because they're still working there full time. You know what I mean? More of our part-time online programs I'm thinking about. But with our master's in management, they do a consulting project with a real company. It's been like Harley Davidson and other maybe more local, like a Yangling beer company. And they do like a marketing project or a consultation. Our full-time MBA program, they have big companies every year. I can't name names, but one was a large international coffee company that wanted to break into the US. Another one was a big Philadelphia event center, had it in like an empty space, and the MBA students were able to not have given guidelines and the goals of what the company wanted, but they really had to come up with the approach of how to actually get there. Real projects, maybe not an internship as much, but like you're getting experience that you definitely can put on your resume and further highlight what you've been able to do. Even if you're not looking to go into consulting, it's great experience to kind of have in that unique, innovative problem solving space.